before I go inside, I do want to try one thing for you guys on my rest day. It'll be a L-sit straight arm handstand press. Talk about a lot of effort you spend on a rest day, huh? I'm gonna do some light handstand training, probably just basic handstand hold, nothing too complex, no handstand push-ups or anything like that. Just training to hold better straight line. It's really easy to lose control when you're going to look under and when you are returning to, I guess, the normal handstand hold where you're kind of looking a little bit in front of you. As you can see right there, when I transitioned back, I lost balance, plain and simple. That being said, that was my first handstand of the day. Just hopped right into it, and it feels good to be able to do that. But as you can see, it's not perfect. The handstand journey is never ending. And lately I've been working on my one arm handstand. Reminds me of how much patience you have to have when learning a handstand in the beginning, because it's like learning a handstand all over again. And the thing about skill training, it requires a lot of patience. It can be really frustrating. So I know where you guys are coming from if you're working on your handstands. Just stick with it, because you will get to the point eventually where you can just hop into a handstand just like this with enough training. And I know that I will be able to do the same thing into a one arm handstand eventually, even though now I'm lucky to be able to hold one for 3 seconds at a time. Why am I doing handstands on a rest day? Well, I'm not really pushing myself too hard today, and I've gotten to the point where holding a basic handstand is actually kind of relaxing for me. I did the hop in this way. That was always fun. I normally kick into it with my right leg like this. Sometimes I'll hop fun and come back down to that starting position to work on that control. I never really practiced kicking into the opposite leg. so excited because I was really close, and I did that a lot. So that really helped develop my push strength and eventually helped me get to the point to where I can go like this. Using the wall to stretch like this. Has really helped strengthen my back and allow me to get a deeper hollow back handstand, which I'm working on. I can get pretty deep, but not nearly as deep as I want to get. And this is really helping me. This is great for warming up your back too when you're doing any kind of back bends in your handstand. It's so hard to breathe in that position, at least for me right now it is, because I guess I'm not flexible enough, so I'm really stressing in. It's hard to breathe, so you're focusing on trying to breathe, you're focusing on not falling over, which, by the way, the more I lean over that way, the harder I have to push down on these like this, pushing down that way. And if I'm on my hands, I'll be pressing down harder like that, clenching harder. Now I'm balancing with my wrists. Notice the constant minor adjustments in my hand. It's your hands pushing forward, backwards, forwards, backwards. If I'm falling that way, I have to push harder down this way. If I'm falling back towards my feet, see how I do the opposite, pulling back towards me, trying to pull myself up that way. So, like this. That handstand back bend felt way deeper than it looked once I watched the clip. It wasn't as deep, it wasn't nearly as deep as it felt it was. I can get them just a little bit deeper on the floor, and I think one of the main reasons for that is fear and control. I have more practice on my hands, so I have a little more control because that's what I train more. And two, the fear of falling into a back bridge from these, which I've done several times before. It's really not that bad, but the fear is greater than falling into a back bridge on your hands. Like sort of actively stretching and moving my muscles and joints and really loosening up my body and staying fresh. And that's always a good thing to do on your rest day, your recovery day. Keep it light and maybe go for a walk or something, walk around. At the very least, get in your flexibility and mobility training like this. It doesn't have to be really intense, just about a 10-minute session maybe, and it'll keep you real nice and fresh. You'll notice the next day you won't feel as stiff. My triceps are so tender right now from the weighted dips and push-ups. Recently, since I've had this gun, I've been using it to get my muscles warmed up before training. Don't hit yourself in the face with it. Especially right around here on the shoulders. They can get really sore from handstand training. Just holding handstands, one-arm handstand training, and handstand push-ups have been working my shoulders really hard. It's right here, it's really tender. Especially the forearms. The forearms get sore the quickest during handstand training for me. They have the wrists, the forearms, and then the shoulders. So since I've had this lately, I've been using it to get my arms nice and warmed up for handstand training, and yeah, it feels really good. I get sore the most in my shoulder area and my shoulder blades. So I've been putting a lot of work into massaging them and stretching them out because I've been working them really hard. I'm not injured or anything. They're not really sore, preventing me from progressing. I've just been pushing them really hard. It's obvious that recovery is really important, but we don't always have the time. We're doing other things, and we kind of push ourselves without recovering just as hard, if that makes sense. I'm not saying go rest for 3 or 4 days straight, but get a good rest. Massage your muscles, whether it's with your hands or if you want an awesome gun like this, and rest well. Drink a lot of water. I've noticed staying hydrated is really important for training for strength. If I'm not hydrated, I won't have as much strength as I do when I'm hydrated. I have more water in me. So wake up, drink plenty of water. This goes for every day. And then during your rest day, stay somewhat active by doing mobility and some flexibility work. Make sure you take care of your muscles. You can massage them either with hand, somebody else, or you can get an awesome massage gun like this. Put a link in the description if you want to get this one. And that way, you take care of yourself, so the next training session, you'll perform even better. Tomorrow, I know I'm going to slay it because I'm feeling really good and well rested, and I'm not pushing myself today. I've got my muscles nice and worked out. I'm stretching them out today. I'm getting really hydrated, and so tomorrow my session is going to be nice and strong because of that, because of these things. So take care of yourself and keep lifting yourself.